Namaste, my friend. Welcome back. It's good to see you once more. The theme of today's class is acceptance. Acceptance has a sort of bad rap in the do or die mindset that at least I was brought up with. You know, if you just accept things for what they are, how will they ever be any different? But my friend, nothing could be further from the truth. Until you accept things as they are, they will never change. It's like good and bad, or black and white, up or down, life and death. These things, they happen together. And so, the sequence for today is flexibility. The flexibility of mind that we have been cultivating with a malleability of perspectives and ideas and concepts that we've been covering. And to the flexibility of the body that you've been tuning into, that you've been exploring a little bit through the nature of your own individual movement. And make no mistake, it is your movement. It is not anyone else that's moving around your body. You're the one who's, in a sense, stuck with it for now. So I encourage you to watch this sequence at least once, to familiarize yourself with what's going to be covered, how we're going to move, and ultimately to allow yourself to explore this coming sequence to your own level of comfort and capability. If, for example, you're having trouble sitting down without pain, then feel free to use a chair. And make sure that whenever you're doing these poses, you're allowing yourself the time to breathe deeply. 5-10 breaths in each pose, at least. And to truly explore the steadiness and the ease within each asana. Now today, we're going to start in Tadasana, which is also known as palm tree pose, otherwise known as standing up. So, as we start here, we, as ever, begin by establishing the breath, and we will, once we do and we anchor the breath, we'll guide our movements with the breath. So, a few deep, long breaths from your belly, your chest, your shoulders, and out. I encourage you to slightly constrict the back of your throat, Ujjayi breath. Get that ocean sound, breathing in through your back, the sides, and your chest. Sinking your focus of your attention all the way from your toes to your crown with every breath. Take in one breath all the way. Hold it. Allow it to release. We're going to start with a forward fold. So you're going to take a deep breath, roll your shoulders back, intend your tailbone to the rear, and pull your heart forward and down as you exhale. Maybe helping yourself down, soft knees. Whatever you need to get your hands to the ground. Then as you inhale, bring your right foot back to Chatukasana, horse pose. You might find it useful to help yourself back into a half-standing position, a kneeling position, by pressing up with your posted foot. And then once you're here, in Chatukasana, horse pose, you'll notice that there is a little bit of tension here. Here in your hip flexors, maybe the supporting muscles here on top of your spine are having trouble. If you have a slip disc in your lumbar vertebrae, maybe you're twisting a little bit or you're hunched forward. Whatever the case, it's a matter of simple acknowledgement. And you notice that whatever you do, whether you inhale and bring your hands high to the sky, feeling that tension, that there's simple acknowledgement, simply noticing it to be what it is. It doesn't need your permission, it doesn't need your resistance, it doesn't need you to fight against it. As you simply breathe in this position, keeping your spine long, shoulders down, Bring your right hip forward, your left hip back, and reach forward with your left knee. And you'll find this tension here. It doesn't need you to allow it to be. It already is. Simply by the fact that it exists, it's already here. This whatever tension you're feeling, whatever pain, all it needs is noticing. You don't need to fight it. It's already allowed to be, simply by the fact that it exists. Then you can exhale, bring your hands back down. Maybe you help your way down the legs. Curl your rear toes, and then slide your way back down into tabletop position. And as before, if you find it useful to use this unloaded space of tension on your back, no weight or anything, to free up tension in your hips, to do an inhale and tuck your tailbone to the sky, bring your navel to the ground, look up slightly, and then exhale, rounding your shoulders forward, tucking your tailbone down. Bring your navel to your spine for a few breaths, like so. And then you take a deep breath in, and then as you exhale, bring your heels down and your knees up. Notice I'm not pushing up or like trying to change my torso or anything. It's all with my lower body. So I just bring my knees up, pointing my tailbone to the sky, flat back. Taking a few breaths in this position. Again, tailbone to the sky as you exhale, flattening your back, bringing your heels closer to the ground. If you need to bend your knees, by all means. You're anchored in the four corners of the earth here. You can exhale your knees back down. You're not really using your back with this. It's more your core, where you anchor it here on the sides. You gently let your knees down, back here in tabletop position. Take a deep breath. And when you're ready, you inhale and bring your right foot forward into Chettakasana, horse pose. Once more, pressing your way up. Inhale your hands to the sky, rolling your shoulders down. Now, acceptance isn't really so much an activity that you do. It's not an action that you take either. So you find that there's all this tension here. You bring your right knee forward over your right foot, your right hip back, your left hip forward, and you got this strong pivot on your left knee. And your entire body is moving, and there's still resistance somewhere. There's still tension. But again, it's not an action that you need to take. It's not like acceptance is something that you need to do or worry about, really. Because after all, trying to accept what is like it's like trying to show up on time for a job interview that you're already 20 minutes late for. Cut yourself some slack. Simply acknowledge and notice, ooh, there's the tension. There it goes. Simply through noticing and witnessing. All the resistance in the world doesn't do a damn thing. So exhale. Hands down. Again, you can help yourself down if necessary. And then inhale and curl your toes. And if you're having trouble standing up or bent into the forward fold, then just go straight down into a seating position from here. But in the interest of balance, if you can, go into a forward fold. And then as you exhale, bring yourself back down into a seated position. Now from here, you can allow yourself to sort of tune into your back once more. And we'll go into Dandasana, which is staff pose. Now the intent here is to reach your toes with the shoulders back, heart out. Flat back, spine long. But that might not be possible, especially if you have a recurring back injury or some sort of chronic pain associated with it. So you're taking it step by step and simply accepting that where you are right now is where is perfect for you. So if you need to be right here, then that's okay. Maybe you go 1 foot down or 1 foot out, one leg back, like so. But what you're going to do is forward fold, and you're simply going to breathe with this. So you're going to inhale back, exhale, reaching forward, inhaling your spine long and your shoulders back, exhaling heart forward. Now, if you have a ruptured disc, safety tip here, you don't want to be reaching too far forward. The intervertebral disc will be squirting out the back. That's not a good thing. Again, listen to where your body is as you continue with the flow of your breath. After about 5, maybe 10 rounds, take a deep breath in and bring your right foot to the outside of your left knee, and then your left elbow to the outside of your right knee. Inhale your spine long, and then exhale your rear hand like a second spine. This is a little bit a different angle from the twist, seated twist that we've been doing before. And allow yourself to inhale, spine long, and exhale deeper into the twist. Gazing over your rear shoulder. You can have your hand up, you can have your hand back down, you can have it against your hip if you want to go a little bit more of an anchored position. After 5 or 10, inhale, spine long, legs out, and change to the other side. About 5, 10 breaths. Now, most common mistake here is people often go way high up thinking they're going to get a better stretch, and for some people, they do, based off of how their hips are set up. I find that for me, I actually put my foot to the, like just beneath the, my knee on the other side. Some people need to go all the way to the ankle. What you're looking for is to keep your hips straight and your spine long, as straight as possible. And when you inhale, spine long, you straighten out, then you're back here to the staff pose. And from here, depending on how you've been reprogramming and engaging with your body, you can allow yourself to go back down into Shavasana, corpse pose. And in this position, truly relax, truly let go, and truly accept your body as it is, the progress that you've made to get you to where you are now, allowing everything to sink into the earth. So, staying here in corpse pose and Shavasana is actually very essential for this inner reprogramming. 5, 10 minutes after an asana sequence, especially if it's taken you anywhere between a 30 and 45-minute period, which if you're taking this with the right amount of patient intensity that is required to really sink into the deeper aspects of your body mind, then you'll notice all these little twinges, little shakes, and you can consider each one of those to be your spinal column and your central nervous system just rewiring itself. It's like rebooting itself. So it's a good thing. Once that storm has sort of settled, even if it's a very subtle one, you're good to sit back up, but allow yourself to truly enjoy and relax it. So once more, I'll go through it in a brief flow. And once you've been able to go through this entire sequence without really stabbing yourself in the back at any given point, then feel free to explore the coming lessons. When you start getting a little impatient, you want a little bit more of something change, something different, something shifted up, you feel like you're ready, then by all means. So again, we're going to start here in Tadasana. Palm tree pose, establish the breathing. 3 deep Ujjayi breaths are often good. And then into Tadasana. Forward fold. Then inhale, right foot back, Chettakasana horse pose. Hands up and high. Inhale, you can exhale your hands wide, rolling your shoulders back and heart out, chest up. Inhale up, back into tabletop position, Inhale, exhale into mountain pose. Taking some breaths here, back into table pose. Then right foot forward, Chatukasana, horse pose. You're gonna put your right hip forward, left hip, or right hip back, left hip forward. Then inhale, spine long. Once more, opening your heart, allowing your spine to relax from the tail all the way up to the crown. Inhale high, and then either up to forward fold or just down into the seated position. And here in Dandasana, flowing forward with your breath. Inhale back 5-10 times. Then your seated twist, your Parvatvakrasana. Inhaling spine long, exhaling deeper into the twist. To the other side. Inhale long, cross the elbow and the knee, gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale back, allowing yourself to truly relax and release any lingering tensions into the earth in Shavasana. So my friend, this is the sequence of flexibility where you're seeing how your body has started to progress, how your mind has started to progress as well. And make sure that along with the body scan that you should be doing with every few breaths, that you're also paying attention to the more subtle aspects of your psycho-emotional experience. Paying attention to your thoughts, to the colors of the emotional experiences that are coming up. Maybe there's self-judgment, maybe there's anger, maybe there's joy, maybe there's laughter, maybe you're remembering something, a good story, and simply acknowledge and accept these as they are as well. Especially if it's a contracting memory that's coming up, or some sort of worry or concern. And these often are very powerful methods and vehicles for us to actually witness and observe without getting attached and entangled into them. Like when you start spending time in a certain toxic thought loop. Instead, you can simply acknowledge, witness, let it come, let it be, and let it go. Simply accepting it on its own terms, witnessing and acknowledging it. As in exactly the same way as the body's tension as it arises, and pains, or all these little defenses around our central injury are slowly worn away simply through the focus of our attention, like water bashing against rocks, and combined with the power and the action and the rhythm of a deep, long, and soulful breath, we can step forward into a far more malleable body-mind system. So, my friend, I encourage you to watch this once more and to make sure that you can do the sequence on your own before moving on to the next, and that you can truly embrace and embody where you are right now. So, thank you very much. I'll see you in the next lesson. Till next time.